Hi, and welcome back to the Strategic Targeting Podcast. Now, there's no modern business that can operate without technology today, but most of the tools we buy are designed specifically to facilitate some kind of a transaction, so it's very tactical. But we should probably be thinking it much more strategically. That's why we're going to talk with Joseph Camerieri. He's Executive Vice President of Mortgage Cadence, an Accenture company. We'll talk to Joe right after this. Joe, thanks for being with us today.
Thank you.
I know a lot of people are investing in technology because they know, especially in financial services, that the business is going to come back maybe as early as first quarter of next year. We're not sure yet. But many are still thinking about it tactically. Now, you've got kind of a different approach to that. Tell us about it.
Yes, I do. I think, from a business perspective, the mortgage industry, generally speaking, has always thought, especially during these downtimes, month to month, quarter to quarter, how do I get there? How do I survive? How do I position myself for growth? The tech seems to drag because tech costs money, right? It costs investment. You got to be focused on it. I think from a strategy perspective, there are many lenders right now thinking about, hey, so where do I want my tech stack to be when the business returns? What do I want my tech stack to bring me? What kind of capabilities do I want? Really, when you think about the effort to re-platform your business, if you're a lender, these are arduous projects. Most times, sometimes between 8 months to one and a half years. You're going to live with that relationship for a minimum of 5 years, maybe 7 years. So these are very, very strategic, thought-provoking decisions that you make. And you really want to be partnered with somebody who's got a vision of the future and is investing things that are going to allow your business to differentiate and grow and change and innovate, 3, 5, 7, 10 years from now. So we think about that. We're attracted to lenders who are thinking about that too. And that's kind of where, more from a mortgage cadence perspective, that's kind of the niche that we fall into, people who are more often than not forward thinking.
Yeah, very good, Joe. Now, because there's so much uncertainty in the market today, first we get bad news and we get good economic news. People aren't sure what to do. Why is now the right time for them to be thinking about technology strategically?
Well, there's a couple different reasons, right? So first of all, we got the industry itself, whether you're an IMB or depository. Right now, you have bandwidth. Okay, you can't necessarily in the really down markets of this business, you can't cut your way into profitability. So you do have your carrying staff, quality staff, because during these downtimes, everyone hangs on to their A players. But not everyone is optimized. Not everyone's busy. So it's the perfect time to be able to leverage those skills, leverage that capacity, leverage that market intelligence to really start thinking about what do I want my future to look like? How's my tech stack going to support that? What kind of investments do you think that we need to be made? What's going on in the market, right? Now, that's easier said than done. If you're a depository, you can continue to access a customer base. There's plenty of capital versus an IMB who's, working day to day, trying to keep the lights on, generate new business, open up new markets. But with your smart lenders, who are really forward thinking, knowing that at some point in time, whether like you said, first quarter, second quarter, some point in time, we're gonna move out of this cycle into another one. They want to be ready and able to capitalize that with a really, really good, strong strategic plan and what they want to do and where they want to spend their dev money, so to speak, over the next 12 to 18 months.
Yeah, that makes good sense. Now, a lot of people who listen to our show, they're forward thinking, they're smart, they're advanced. Some of them may be thinking, well, it'll be fine. I can catch up as soon as I'm ready to move. What's the risk of them not starting to think and act like this now?
Well, it's interesting. So, we're in the LOS business here at Mortgage Cadence, right? And there is an industry trend right now that lenders aren't expecting their LOS provider to really bring innovation to them in the market as things change and new services and new technologies and new fintech and needle moving processes and things of that nature. There's a growing trend amongst seasoned mortgage bankers that's not really the role of an LOS. The future role of an LOS is to have a platform that makes it easy and simple for innovation to plug into. So that's kind of where the focus is. LOS can't be the end all be all, okay, for all type of innovation, all type of things that are going to make your business, going to change the trajectory of your cost structure, okay? But it should be a platform, okay, if you're thinking strategically, it should be a platform to allow market innovation, new technologies, new innovation, for you to be able to bolt in, okay, technologies, third parties, to create a consumer and a user experience that makes you unique in the market. And I think that's kind of like philosophically, okay, how we should be looking at this.
Yeah, well, that's a different approach from what I've seen writing about this industry for 2.5 decades now. Usually the LOS developer wants to be everything, control everything. You're talking about kind of a different approach to the business.
Yeah, I think, listen, there's so many things that are happening. One thing about the mortgage business, it never stays the same, right? If you just think back just in the last 5 to 10 years, there was the POS craze. Everybody needed to have a POS, right? That was going to change everything. I'm aging myself right now, but DUNLP was going to change everything. Risk-based pricing was going to change everything. There's always some new shiny star in the mortgage business. Now, you're seeing all kinds of automated underwriting engines, okay, that people want to start to rely on because of, an underwriter being the most, expensive resource you have in the market. There's so much change, okay, in the industry. You really have to rely on innovation, okay, to come into the industry versus looking for a single party, okay, to bring that to you. It's a whole thing, it's whether you're looking at your business from a top down or bottom up. Are you kicking up the leaves, okay, or are you open to new things and new opportunities and new channels and new products and things of that nature? It's the industry's changing, I think, in a positive way. And quite frankly, maybe this latest downturn could be a tipping point, okay, on how folks really look at what's lending going to be like 5-10 years from now.
Yeah, real silver lining. All right. Now, Joe, I know that Mortgage Cadence works with some of the most successful lenders in the business, and I know your team is helping them think more strategically about their technology investments. What are the benefits that lenders are seeing out of this?
So there's a couple different things, right? So from a Mortgage Cadence perspective, one of the two really core things that make us different, which again allows us to attract an interesting type of lender in our platform, we are highly configurable. Now, being configurable and being customized is two very different things. So we have a UI designer. Lenders are allowed to put their hands on it, create very unique user experiences, very unique consumer experiences, okay, without having the overlay of very, very customized code in the platform. So they can really do different things with our platform without adding to the complexity of the tech stack and the release schedules and the time and the money associated with a lot of proprietary customized things. So that's number one. Number two is if anyone's learned anything about the latest downturn, it's really about how do I find my next loan? And the only way you can find your next loan, quite frankly, is if your lender or your infrastructure supports unique and innovative products. So we're doing things like in a single tech stack, we can support HELOCs, we can support fixed seconds, we can support reverse mortgages, okay, forward mortgages, a very high complex wealth management type of product. So we feel like we're very well positioned, okay, because not only does that capability allow the average day-to-day lender the ability to access quickly, okay, a wide variety of products and entering into markets that perhaps they didn't focus on in the past. But it also opens us up to a lot of different type of lenders, okay? Lenders who are in very unique niche markets that our platform can support through configuration, through the fact that we do our own docs as a native service, okay? All these complexities and nuances, we're very well positioned to support.
We've been visiting today with Joseph Camerieri. He's Executive Vice President at Mortgage Cadence and Accenture Company. Joe, thanks for being with us.
Thank you.
We'll see you guys next time.